Hey guys, this video is going to be a bit darker than usual. Today, we will be talking about Elliott Smith and why his death may not have been a suicide. Let's begin with some background knowledge. Elliott Smith was an American singer-songwriter who rose to fame in 1997 with his song Miss Misery, which was used in the Good Will Hunting soundtrack and was nominated for an Oscar in the Best Original Song category in 1998. He also wrote songs like Son of Sam, Between the Bars, and Rose Parade. He wrote a single in January of 1995 called Needle in the Hay, which was used in the Royal Tenenbaum soundtrack in 2001. Something important to note is that Smith struggled with drugs, alcohol, and depression, which can be seen in his lyrics in songs such as Shooting Star and Needle in the Hay. It's also worth noting that around 1998, after the success of Either Or and Miss Misery, Smith fell into a depression and spoke openly about ending his life, and on at least one occasion made a serious attempt when he was severely intoxicated in North Carolina. Another source, Christopher Cooper, head of Cavity Search Records, which released Roman Candle, Elliott's debut album, said this about the time in Elliott's life. Although he had struggled with substance abuse on his Figure 8 tour in years 2001 and 2, on August 6, 2003, after Smith's 34th birthday, he decided to give up alcohol for good and went to rehab a year prior. Things were beginning to improve for Smith when he was set to release his last album, From a Basement on the Hill, and it seemed Smith was finally in a better place. However, things aren't always as they seem. On October 21st, 2003, Elliott Smith, age 34, died from 2 stab wounds in his chest at his 11th Street home in Echo Park, California, where he lives with his girlfriend Jennifer Chiba. According to Chiba, the two were arguing and she locked herself in the bathroom to take a shower. She heard him scream and upon opening the door saw Elliott standing there with a knife in his chest. She pulled the knife out, after which he collapsed, and she called 911 at 12:18 p.m. Smith died in the hospital with the time of death listed as 1:36 p.m. A possible suicide note written on a post-it said, "I'm so sorry, love Elliott, God forgive me," but the name Elliott is misspelled on the coroner's report of the note, but not on the post-it. The coroners also reported that there was no trace of any illegal substance. Something unusual about the case that I noticed, there were no hesitation wounds, which are common in suicides. Also, according to Larry Crane, a record producer for Pitchfork, he said, "It was surreal that he would call me to finish an album, but then a week later kill himself." I also find it strange that when you look up the cause of death, it says stabbing, not suicide. Now, since you know the case, here are some reasons why it may not have been a suicide. The method most deaths by stabbing are homicides, not suicides. Suicide by sharp force injuries count for less than 28% of all suicides. Suicide by stabbing are unusual, and one of the most common sites for self-inflicted wounds is the neck, not the chest. There were no hesitation wounds. I have also found some alarming things about Elliott Smith's then-girlfriend Jennifer Chiba. And that is my conclusion to the Elliott Smith case. A lot of things are very strange about his death, but there's one thing for certain. He brought joy, and he brought an outlet to people around him.